Hello world, welcome back to another video. In this week's video, I'm going to go through the top 4 ways that I use to stop cheating on my diet. So we all, no matter how good our diet is, we have a temptation or urge sometimes to eat some of our favorite things like cookies, brownies, in my case. So whenever these temptations come up, sometimes we need some mechanisms to fight those temptations. So I'm going to go through the ways that I use to tackle these. Alright, so the first way, so whenever I get that, craving for some chocolate or some cake or some brownies, I go right to the sparkling water. Just drink a can of sparkling water. It provides a little bit of sweetness. It has one whole can worth, so it kind of fills your stomach. So after that, usually I don't want to eat anything. I got my somewhat satisfaction from the sweetness of the sparkling water. I got my stomach a little filled, so I don't really want to eat after that. So that's a good tactic for me that I use. Other people use different things, like they chew a piece of gum or they, have a little bit of just regular water, but sparkling water allows me to get that little sweetness as well as filling my stomach, so preventing me from, going over the top and eating stuff that I shouldn't be eating. The second way is to clear your pantry of any temptations. So whether that's cookies in my case or peanut butter for me, some of the two foods that I like, but you can't really have a lot of them to stick to a healthy diet. Yeah, so I think the first thing there is don't have it in your pantry at all, and if you do have it, I don't recommend wasting food, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe you can donate it as well, so you can have a good conscience there. But yeah, it's important to psychologically limit the number of temptations you do have, right? The more temptations you do have, the more probability that you're going to cheat on your diet. So yeah, so in that same regard, what I do is for each week, I get exactly the food I need for that week. So there's no room for me to get tempted or eat something that I shouldn't be eating. Alright, so the third way. So right after dinner is when, people get that late night cravings for snacks, for sweets, for desserts. Whenever that happens, this third way is the way to prevent that. So right after dinner, what I do is brush my teeth right after dinner. So I personally cannot eat anything right after I brush my teeth. It doesn't taste good. It has that little pasty feel to it. So yeah, so that's how I prevent having those late night, binge eating sessions. Just brush your teeth after dinner and you're good to go. Alright, so the number 4 way to stop cheating on your diet. It's ironic, but sometimes to stop cheating on your diet, you have to cheat on your diet. So it's good to have, once in a while that cheat meal, whether that's your favorite fast food like McDonald's, or in my case, my favorite desserts like chocolate brownies or chocolate chip cookies. It's good to have those once in a while to satisfy your cravings, so it doesn't build up to a point where you just go overboard one day, right? Sometimes your cravings build up to a point where then you just go binge eating because you're just craving all this food. So to prevent that, it's good to cheat once in a while, satisfy those cravings and then get back to business the day after. So have that cheat meal, have those sweets on that day, and get back to where you get back to the normal diet, the healthy diet right after. So those are the top 4 ways that I use to prevent cheating on my diet. I'm curious to see what you guys use as different tactics and different tips to, stop those cravings, stop those late night, binge eating sessions. So yeah, comment below if you have any interesting ways to do so. But yeah, that's it for this week's episode. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.